Why? Why, it's Mr. Spock. Buried alive. Buried alive. More! Johnny 2!
Remember this well. There shall be no peace as long as Kirk lives.
Come on, come on.
To fly apart.
Fly apart then.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everyone. It is Hump Day. Yeah, and y'all know what that means. It is YouTube talk time. So good to see everybody. Good morning, Mark, the Emily Tired, Chris, Persia, Project Storytime. The Wrenches of Ragnarok are here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, guys. Project Cambrian. Good morning, Snorted Poopus Cuber, my favorite polar bear on YouTube. Good morning, my friend. Pacific 414. Guys, if you haven't already, check out Pacific 414's channel. He is an up-and-coming YouTuber. He's doing great. Check out his content. Thank you so very much, Pacific, for doing what you're doing. Ryan Roger, Ape, good morning. Great guy. Another wonderful up-and-coming YouTuber, guys. Check him out. So many wonderful people this morning. Old Gamer 72 Cutlass, The Lady, Arwen Avalon, The Guardian of the Void, Lady Mist. Good morning. If you don't know that story, how she got that name, we're going to tell it one day. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, good morning. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope your week's going great. My week's going well. Looking forward to hopefully getting to Dallas next week for the FNT meetup. If anybody's going to that, hopefully I will be there. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it or not, but hopefully I will be able to get there and hang out with everybody. The Mad Doctor of Disaster and Destruction, Adega Outlaw, is here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Adega. If you haven't picked up his book, Evolution, on Amazon, go right now, get it. Trust me, it's worth it. If you can't get it, we're going to be giving away some copies over the next couple of months. Not this month. We're giving away a Ultra Magnus this month for the members, but hopefully we're gonna give away at least a half a dozen of Bodega's books. So it is so good to see you. Dean Krantz, what is up? That is a bit too far. Yes, I know, brother. I know, especially with the way gas prices are. Luckily, Dallas is like right around the corner. So it's not that hard for me to get there. But I know with gas prices, that's why me and Mike were talking about gas yesterday. It's so frustrating. It is absolutely so frustrating that, a couple years ago, we were under $2 and now we're close to $6. It's absolutely insane. It's insanity. But guys, thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk about monetization goals versus community goals. And there's no wrong way to do this. If you're looking at creating a channel, no matter what anybody tells you, because there are people out there that'll tell you, well, unless you do it my way, it is the most efficient. That's all fucking horseshit. Don't listen to any of that. You need to decide what you want to do and follow through. You need to do what, really, Floral? Really? He's always talking shit. Floral's always talking shit. He's always in here. He's always talking shit. No, don't listen to Walton the Troll. Never listen to Walton. Ever. Never, ever, ever listen to Walton. No. No. So you've got to decide what you, thank you, Floral. You've got to decide what you want to do and how you want to do it. Do you want to focus on monetization? There's a lot of people that started off, and sometimes you'll blast through the atmosphere of YouTube. You'll just catapult into the forefront. I know someone that in 7 months had 7K subs, or in 7 months had 10K subs. They had 10,000 subscribers after 7 months. They did extraordinarily well. And all they were doing was putting out videos. They weren't worried about community. They weren't worried about live streams. They weren't worried about anything like that. And they did really, really well. And then they dipped their toe into community and all kinds of chaos happened. It's really weird how some things happen like that, where they're not prepared to deal with certain things. All they ever wanted to do was do some videos. So you guys have to decide how you want to do things. And thank you so much, Cardinal Sin, for that $4.99 super chat, brother. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and we're going to throw you $1, Cardinal. Skull!
$1? I've never seen $1. Nobody's got $1. Let us see the $1. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's $1 bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's $1 bill. So you've got to kind of decide what direction do you want to go? Do you want to focus on making a channel, or do you want to focus on building a community? For some people, getting to 1K and getting those hours is a snap. It's easy. They just get on and they do their thing. Some people have to fight for it. Sometimes trying to focus on both can be a lot harder. Trying to focus on a channel, focus on community. When I started, I started just doing little upload reviews and stuff. And I honestly, guys, I didn't like that. And it wasn't until I did my first live stream that I was like, man, I love this. I want to do something, and I want to do something I really enjoy. And the idea of that turned into the morning show. And so I'm starting out, and I'm working my way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm working my way to the hours. Getting the hours to me was easy. Some people, they fight tooth and nail to get to the hour mark. That's a hard hurdle to get over. I know Maria right now is fighting to get over that hour mark. She's got the subscribers. She's just got to get over the hours. Then that's Maria with T and Telly. Guys, if you haven't checked her out, check her out. Look at her channel. watch her stuff. She needs the hours, guys. She really does. Cardinal Sin with $1.99 super chat. Please keep on telling us how it is. Damn straight, brother. Damn straight. And thank you so much, Cardinal Sin, for both super chats, brother. You absolutely rock. So we're kind of in a fight. Either we need hours or we need subscribers. Sometimes you get a lot of people. You get a lot of people watching your stuff. You get a lot of people in there watching your stuff. But getting those hours can be hard. Getting those subscribers can be hard. Sometimes both. Sometimes people are fighting to get both. They're just fighting to keep their head above water. Project Storytime just passed the 1,000 or the 100-hour mark. That's excellent, brother. Absolutely excellent. The Dig Outlaw. Unfortunately, sometimes there are those who think are friends here on YouTube, but will drop that friendship for $1. Let's talk about that. So you're not focusing on videos. You're focusing on, let's say you're focusing on live streams. You're having people come onto your show. You're going on their show, back and forth. You're looking at building friendships and networking with those friendships. Sometimes that's not the way it is. Sometimes people will use you for clout. Sometimes people will prop you up to try and get your attention and act like you're the greatest thing since sliced bread because they want what you have. They can make what you have. It's not an impossibility. It's not like some far off dream. I had one guy tell me that he strived for 6 months to be just like me. I said, well, that's your problem. That is your problem. Don't strive for 6 months to be like me. Strive for 6 months to be the best you can be. The hours goal is 4,000 hours. Larry. 4,000 hours is the hour goal. 1,000 subscribers is your cutoff. There's people that say everyone should be able to be monetized. And YouTube's had this, well, you have to prove to us you can get here to get monetized. If all you're worried about is getting monetized, I wouldn't suggest building a community because you're just worried about the money. Put out your videos, do what you do, look at it like it's nothing but work, and just fight the algorithm till you get what you want. If you want a strong community that stands behind you, that stands beside you, that fights with you, the easiest way to do that is just worry about your community. Building that community. Don't worry about the watch time. Don't worry about the 1K. Don't worry about any of that. Build your community. Build your friendships. Build your network. Trying to do both is a giant pain in the ass. Unless you just hit it just right. It's hard. It's really hard because you're not just taking care of your channel. You're taking care of your community. When you lead a community, your goal should be to be there, to support that community, to talk to that community, to have discussions with that community, to be there for that community. That's a huge responsibility. That is a huge responsibility. You were there for them. It's not the other way around, ever. It is never the other way around. You're not building a community so they can be there for you. Again, that goes back to monetization. Now, can a community member do something nice for you? Of course they can. Can they be there for you? Yes, of course they can. But the whole point of it isn't so that they're there for you. It's so you are there for them. So you can help encourage them. So you can have discussions with them. That's your responsibility. Doing the special member videos, doing the special member streams, talking to them, engaging with them. The greatest part of this job every morning for me is that I get to engage with every single one of you. Every morning I get to engage with every single one of you. That's what I get out of this the most. I get to wake up. I get to talk to y'all. I get to talk about a subject. I get to talk to Mexican Iron Man. I get to talk to Josh. I get to talk to Zero. I get to talk to Arwen. I get to talk to Chris Persia. I get to talk to everybody. That's a huge win for me. So, of course, I am there for everybody in the community that it can be. Hell, I had an hour-long conversation almost with Pops last night. An hour-long conversation with Pops last night. I'm not going to cheat and tell you what we talked about because he's got something coming up the pipe soon, folks. But this is what we do. This is what we do as a community. This is how we do it. We don't backstab people. We don't get rid of people. We don't push people out. We don't mess with people. We are there for people. That's your job, and you have to lead. There was a since Dega brought it up earlier, there was a YouTuber that came out with this manifesto. Okay, and as soon as he said that, I should have known this was the end of this collaboration, this thing we had done. Me and Adega had been on this live stream, and we had a hell of a time. And this live stream, the average this person was getting on their live streams was 20, 30 views, maybe 20, 30, 40 views, which I'm not talking shit about that at all. You when you start out and you're building what you're building, and you're working it, you're working hard, you're doing what you're doing. We had this stream with this guy, and it was his most successful stream ever. It was his most successful stream. He had over 700 views. They racked up real quick. It was a fun stream. Everyone had a good time. And the very next time we went on this guy's channel, he said, no cutting up, no laughing, no this, no that, no getting off topic. Basically, do nothing what you did before. And it killed and took all the fun out of it. Mexican Iron Man with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so very much, brother. He said, I'm on YouTube for attention because I'm emotionally needy and I want to fight for diversity and inclusion and representation. And I want to watch my favorite fandom IPs burn down to the ground. Needy Mexican. Thank you so very much, Mexican Iron Man, for that $9.99 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And I know just what the picks go.
You're a very funny man, senor.
Yeah, you're a very funny man. That's right. Mansquatch says, Loki, I'm here for Mexican Iron Man fighting for diversity and inclusion, especially the Melmachians. Okay. Needy Mexican Iron Man needs Alf. That's right. He needs an Alf to hug. That's absolutely right. So this guy made this big, we will keep to bullet points. We will not go off topic. We will not laugh during the live stream. And I'm just like, dude, you just killed it. And then this manifesto comes out. And it's pretty much like, we're going to get rid of YouTubers we don't like. We're going to drive them off the platform to make room for us. And I'm like, nope, done. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna talk about that. Nope. And that was the end of, Yeah, he's the one responsible for Glorious Fleeting except in Valhalla, because, he came onto my 1K celebration, speaking of monetization, and said, Loki, glorious fleeting. And Project Storytime said, glory may be fleeting, but it's not in Valhalla. And I said, I love that. I absolutely love that. So it came up with the moniker, glory is fleeting, except in Valhalla. We're good. Cardinal Sin with a $1.99 super chat. Let's talk about this, Cardinal Sin. I expected to be monetized much earlier. Let's talk about this topic, guys. A lot of people think I'm going to get on here and I'm going to bust my ass and I'm going to do all this stuff in like a month's time and I'm going to be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Even if you get the subs, you're not going to have the watch time. Okay. I never talk about, where's my check project story? Yeah. It's in the mail. I never talk about numbers, my numbers. I almost never do. Mike gets me to talk more about that shit than anybody else. But I average around 2,000 hours of watch time a month, every 28 days. For some people, that's a little. For some people, that's a lot. That's just what I average. A lot of people have problems with the watch time. Some people have absolutely no problem with the watch time. I never had a problem with the watch time. It was subscribers. It was subscribers. And I have Nerdrotic and Az to thank for getting me over my original hump. I think I'd been at like 600 for a couple months. I'd been mid 600s going back and forth, fighting the algorithm. And I got a letter from YouTube that said, unless you're monetized by the end of the month, we're resetting your statistics because we are changing the way that we monetize channels. Instead of being able to apply whenever you want to, we're going to change the way you apply. So if you have applied and been accepted, you just are waiting on your hours, you got to start all over. And I was like, F me. And that letter made its way to Gary and Az. It was not me. It was my wrench. It was Purple Valkyrie at the time who passed that letter on to Gary and Az without me knowing about it. And they got me to 1K in like a minute's time. They put the shout out. They shouted it out during a big live stream. And in under a minute, I got over 350 subscribers in under a minute. YouTube changed the goalpost and the fandom changed it back. And I was beside myself with thanks. You don't ask for something like that. You don't beg for something like that. I had no idea Gary and Az were going to get that and find out about that. But I am eternally grateful. Anything any of those two gentlemen ever need, it was a huge thing. It was an absolutely huge thing. And I am eternally grateful for that. Don't ever believe anyone when they say the bigger channels don't care. Gary, Jeremy, Az, Ryan Kennel, all those guys, Odin, all of them care about the little guys. Whether anyone believes that or not, they want to see more people succeed. They want to see more people. They want to hear their thoughts, their opinions get thrown into the ring. They want this to be successful, not just their companies, not just their platform, not just their channels. They want this fellowship to succeed. Don't ever think they don't, because it's been proven to me time and time again that they do. So, let's talk about community real quick. I remember explaining it like this. Someone said, well, I'm going to make this big community. They went on a live stream and they said, I'm going to make this big community. I want you all to follow me. And that's not the way you do that. That is not the way you build a community. You don't go on a live stream and say, I'm going to do this. Think of it like going to town square and saying, hey everybody, I'm going to move that mountain. And all the villagers laugh at you and they laugh you off stage. You don't go before the village and tell them, I'm going to do this. Who's with me? No, you go out and you start doing it. And this is what I did. And very early on, a woman by the name of Lori Roberts came by and was like, "What are you doing, Loki?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm moving this mountain, building a community." And she said, "Do you need any help?" I said, "Yes." And then more people showed up. And suddenly we had a wonderful group of amazing people, the absolutely amazing people, helping out, being part of the community, having discussions. And yes, Mrs. Nerdrotic is absolutely amazing. I got to meet her in Vegas. I got to talk to her. She's absolutely awesome. So Cardinal send 19 with a $1.99 super chat. Wow. Yeah. Floral from Under Rock. Oh, geez, Wilton latest video on how to stream and get monetized like a pro just dropped. How inconvenient. Of course. Of course. So, and yes, I miss Lori endlessly harassing Mexican Iron Man. Yes, threatening to call ICE on Mexican Iron Man. We love you and miss you, Lori. If you're out there listening, we absolutely love you and miss you. And as I moved rocks, more people came along and more people helped and more people asked me what I was doing. And that's how we did it. We didn't go out and say, "Hey, we're building a community, come join us." We just built it. With hard work, dedication, being here every single morning. And there are bumps on the way. Of course, there's always going to be bumps on the way. There's going to be people that do not want you to succeed at what you are doing. They see what you are doing and they want to do it and they flip out and they go, "But I wanted to do that first." And they try and roadblock you. They will try and roadblock you. You just got to stay away from drama. You got to stay away from drama. You got to stay on track, build your community from the ground up by what it needs to be. Good people that have conversations. Then they don't have to worry about being pointed at and called all kinds of crappy names. They don't have to worry about being shamed because they have an idea. You know, the media labels us all kinds of nasty things because they think we're this extremist blah blah blah. No, we just want good entertainment. We want to talk about good entertainment. We want to experience good entertainment. That's what we want. We don't want to get riled up in a whole bunch of drama and a whole bunch of bullshit. Dash Attack. What about what happened to Doomcock and the FNT blacklist? I don't know anything about the FNT blacklist. I know that Doomcock had a problem with Ryan Kennel. That's what I know. Whatever after that, that's their business. If someone wants to put that out on Twitter or any bullshit, that's on them. That is on them. Oh, Dave Bob. I would start a YouTube channel if Lori came back. If anybody knows how to get a hold of Lori, you tell her. Dave Bob would start a channel if Lori came back to YouTube. I really hope she's doing well. I haven't heard anything from her in a long time, but I hope she's doing well. And yeah, they call everything ists, obes, yahtzees, blah, blah, blah. Drama is draining. So how do you keep that from your community? How do you keep drama from your community? I'll tell you right now, you can't. The only thing you can do is deal with it. You're the boss. You're the boss. You got to deal with it. If you let it stagnate, if you let it continue, if you don't put your foot down, it's just going to get worse and worse. You're the captain of the ship. Embrace drama. Become floral. God damn. Extremism is extremism. Extremism is extremism. Say that 3 times fast because the mainstream opposes it. You're gonna get people that come in and they wanna run things. They think they can do it better. They'll join your community. They will say, well, this needs to change and that needs to change. No, it doesn't, because you're the captain of your ship. And you have to be the captain. This is a big thing. If you want to be a leader, you are the one who has to deal with the problems and the drama that come along with being a leader. It is much easier just to do uploads. You do uploads, you get it put up, you bide your time, you catch a wave, and boom, you're but the problem is that if you don't have a base, and I've seen this, you talk about Dash Tech, you were talking about other channels, you were talking about popular channels. I've seen this where suddenly the person that was just doing uploads and just making money decides they want to create a community. And when that happens, they don't know what the hell to do. They don't know where to go. They've got tens of thousands of subscribers. They're chugging along. They have no idea how to handle any of this. They've never been in a position like this before in their life, and it crumbles. And suddenly it's all gone. Everything's gone because they were not prepared for the responsibility that being a community is. Because you've got a bunch of people with a bunch of different ideas and a bunch of different ways of doing things. Drama happens, it's part of life, and there are opportunities like those. Twitter SJW take advantage, which that's something we have to avoid because they want that division. How about this? Someone joins your community. Everything's going swimmingly, okay? Everything's going fine. Things are chugging along. You're doing well. Everybody's getting along. Someone joins your community, and suddenly drama happens, and you deal with that drama and you move on. But then drama happens again, and you deal with that drama and move on. Then drama happens a third time, and you start to notice a pattern. You start to notice the fact that every time shit starts, it is all centered around this one person. What do you do? What do you do? Do you wait around for them to do something serious and cause division? Do you get rid of them? You just boot them out and say, look, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the friendship, but you caused all kinds of shit in my community, and I'm not going to have any of that. Is that any better than someone getting canceled? Is that any better than someone getting canceled? Das Wuffen, block them. Das Boot, give them das Boot. Yes. Das Boot. That's an easy fix. Just boot them. Just boot them. Get rid of them. It's easy. Sometimes it's not, though. Sometimes you boot somebody and half the ship disembarks because you suddenly canceled someone. You blocked them. You booted them out. Why is this person gone? Why did this person do this? Why are you having problems with this person? Everybody wants to know because you're part of a community. Give them the boat? No, it's just a play on words. Das Boot. Give them the boot. The boat. But yeah, anyway, I know. It's a play on words of the movie Das Boot to, giving them the boot. Dad boot is the boat. Yes. Oh, so you've got to figure out how you're going to handle this. You've got to figure out how you're going to deal with these problems and be ready because there's going to be shit you don't see coming. There's always going to be something you don't see coming. I wish I knew when I started this channel, I wish I knew what was ahead of me. I really do. There are choices that I made. Obviously, everyone makes mistakes. But I could have prevented a lot of issues if I'd just known what was going on and what was happening. You fly by the seat of your pants. I was trying to I was trying to get the channel set up. I was building a business. And there's so much that happens that sometimes you can't keep track of everything. And you can't look back and go and focus on what's in the past either. Sure, I wish, I would have known, but I can't go back and undo a bell being rung. I can't go back and undo someone getting removed. I can't go back and do any of that. So I've got to keep my eyes forward. In YouTube, you're always moving forward. One of the things that Mexican Iron Man has gotten me to do on occasion is listen to a live stream after I have done it. Guys, I almost never do that. And it's not about not learning mistakes or anything like that. It's that as soon as this live stream is over, I'm focused on the next thing I need to do. And that's the way I always am. This is done. This is over. Forward. That's one of the reasons why I decided to live stream, because I was never, ever happy with my uploads. I would go over it and over it and over it and over it and over it again. Ad nauseum. A 10-minute video might take me all day because I would never be happy with it. And then I did a live stream for the first time. I did it over on Doomcock's channel. Doomcock invited me over, and I got to do a live stream with him. I've talked about that before, and Abu Nas going on ahead of me, and I threw my script out after that. I said, I'm not going to write all this stuff down. I'm not going to work off of a script. I'm not going to sit here and read. And then I decided to be a member of the fellowship. No. I'm going to give you everything I've got. I'm going to give it to you off the cuff. I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to do the things that I do, and I'm not going to have something in front of me that I'm reading. That's me. That's just me. That's the way I decided to do it. And that's the way I've been happiest at doing it. Abu Nas, Abu Nas, Abu Nas. Yes. That day that I was on Doomcock's channel, Abu Nas went in front of me. He got the spot before me. I was having problems getting into StreamYards because I had a VR headset hooked up and it thought it was a camera, and it was completely screwing everything up. When I finally got in, D was like, okay, hello, Loki. We're going to get Abu Nas in. This was all in private chat. We're going to get Abu Nas in, and then we'll get you in. And I'm like, okay, all right, here we go. And I had my little script ready, and I was like, oh my God. It was like Ryan Reynolds when he sits down to read the Green Lantern script in Deadpool 2. I was like, oh, here we go. And then Abu Nas came on and was like, yo, Phantom Menace, let me break it down. Da. And everyone in that fucking show was like, Abu Nas. Let's burn this motherfucker down for Doomcock. And it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And I was like, holy shit, I'm not ready. So I threw the script behind me and I said, fuck it. I'm going to do it live. I'm going to do it live. I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna give it my all. Screw the joke. Screw the crap. And as soon as Abu Nas was done, and the stage was burnt down and everything, D brought me on. He was like, "Stone Loki, welcome, Loki." And I was like, "You threw me under the bus, you son of a bitch." And he was like, "Loki, what do you mean?" And I said that the stage is burnt down, D. There's nothing left. Abu Nas came on here and was like, yo, Phantom Menace, let me break it down. And burned the whole fucking thing down. Everybody helped him. They were throwing torches and shit at everything. There's nothing left. And then I come on and he started laughing because he knew what I was talking about. He knew I was talking about, like, you had Abu Nas come on. He blew the roof off the house. And then I come on and there's no roof and I'm getting rained on. And it was funny. It was really funny because I had never done anything like this before. and it mellowed, it really chilled me out. I was sweating before the stream. I was freaking out. I couldn't get my stuff to work. I had this idea that it was going to be something else, and I had a great time. I went on that stream and I had a great time. And at the end of the day, whether you're looking at monetization, whether you look at building a community, having a fun time, having a good time is more important than any of that, because people can tell when you're faking it. People can tell when you're having a bad day. People can tell when you're there just to go through the motions of what you're doing. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that that happened, because I don't think I would be here today talking to any of you if that hadn't happened. I don't. Cardinal Sin with $4.99 super chat. Thank you for looking back and telling us what we need to do. This is incredibly important. It's more of a guide. You know, when I'm talking about this, Cardinal, it's more of like the Code of the Brethren in the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's more of a guide, lass. It's more of a guide. Some stuff that worked for me isn't going to work for you. Some stuff that works for Pat Steven isn't going to work for other people. All I can do is let you know what it was like for me and what I went through. If you can use that, that's great. That is absolutely awesome. That's why I do the Wednesday show. I'm hoping that you can use what I'm telling you as a way to push on, to get through, to succeed, whatever it is you need to do. That doesn't mean I'm always right. And what worked for me might not work for you, brother. What worked for Mike might not work for Pat Steven. What works for Saggy might not work for Snow. It's different for all of us. Brightest day. I want to tell you something, guys. I saw a tweet the other day. I love you, brother, and that's why I'm saying this. That you were done. You burned down your channel. I hate to see that happen, but that doesn't mean that something can't come out of the ashes of burning down that channel. That doesn't mean that you can't come back and do something great and be successful. Just because it doesn't work one time doesn't mean it won't work the next. I've done this 3 times, guys, and I said when I started this, if this doesn't lead to anything this time, I'm not going to try and do this again. And we have Mornings of Mischief, and we have Valhalla, and we have one of the strongest communities, a great chat every single morning. My brother, Mexican Iron Man, kicking ass and taking names. I don't know where I'd be without Mexican Iron Man. I don't think the show would be the same. If anyone tells you not to talk or hang out with someone, they're probably the problem. Probably. And good morning, McKinney. Guys, if you haven't checked out McKinney, check out McKinney Draws. He's got an awesome channel. Absolutely wonderful channel. So does, oh my God, where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I want to hide that. I'll come back to that. Saggy Melons. Loki's always been good to me and has earned my respect. I think it speaks volumes when people can look past associations and like you for you. I'm going to tell you something that me and Mike said from the very beginning when we first started talking. There are no barriers. If you enjoy being around someone and someone doesn't, that is their problem. It is not our problem. Mike was told not to hang out with Valhalla. Mike was told that those people over there are evil, horrible people and you shouldn't be hanging around them. And it was our good friend that has passed away, Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom, that told Mexican Iron Man, dude, hang out with who you want to. Those people over there, they're just like us. They are just over there having their barbecue, and we're over here having our barbecue. And there's people that don't want you going over to that barbecue just because it's their barbecue. Just because it's their barbecue, you shouldn't go over there. And we decided really early on, that's not how we are. It's not how we're ever going to be. There are no lines. There are no lines like that. We're all here. We're all doing this. We're all fighting the good fight. Unless someone personally attacks you, goes after you. And some people are going to be like, but Loki, how can you be around this person when they did this? As long as they don't treat me like that, I'm going to give them an opportunity. It's when people turn around and they backstab you and they treat you like crap, that's when I've had enough. Dash Attack with a $4.99 super chat. You're right. Despite fractures and differences, we all got to keep moving forward. Thank you for your perspective. Thank you, brother. Seriously, thank you very much, Dash Attack. We have spent the last 2 years trying to prove that there are no battle lines in concrete. It's sand. And all you have to do is push that sand back over the line, and that line's gone. Mike taught me that. Mike's the one who taught me that. Mexican Iron Man's the one who taught me that. It's never too late to mend fences. It's never too late to give someone an opportunity. It's never too late to reach your hand out and shake someone's hand. If they bite it, well, then fuck them. But if they don't, it's the way it should be. That is the way it should be. We're a fellowship. We're a community. We're a group of people that have come together to talk about cool shit. I love talking about old Star Trek and Star Wars. I love those conversations. I love talking comic books. I love talking entertainment. I love talking about the Orville. I love those conversations with people because that's what fandom is about. It's about coming together with your brothers and your sisters and you're talking about what you love and what you care about. Why do people have to try and ruin that? I don't know. But they do. DJ Ronnie G with $10 super chat. When I'm recording a video, I often do a dozen takes before I upload it. Live streams are easier in this regard, but it can still be helpful to do a quick self-review in order to improve future streams. It can be, unless you obsess about things you think you did wrong. I want to tell you guys something. I obsess. I've had to let this go. I've had to let this go time and time again. I obsess with things I do wrong. Decisions I make, wrong decisions. I'll listen to something I upload and go, I should have said this. I should have added this. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have put this in there. I should. It's like a damn circle of I should haves. I will obsess about that all day long. Maybe that's my OCD. Maybe that's my OCD in life, is to obsess over the things I have done wrong. Why do you think there's hashtag blame Loki? There's hashtag blame Loki because I obsess about the things that I've done wrong, even things that weren't my fault. And I've had to learn to let that go. I've had to learn to say, you know what? It's done. It's past. Move on to the next project. Move on to the next stream. Move on to the next whatever. It's done. It's over. Move on. Because if I don't, it's like a whirlpool that I'll just get sucked down into, and I don't want to stay there. It's the last thing I want to do. Comic Relief Crusader, thank God Loki thinks and talks like I do. Nice to know there are other like-minded people. Makes you feel like you aren't extinct. No, hell no, we're not extinct. And there's a lot of people that feel exactly the way we do. There's a lot of normies that see some of this stuff and they're like, what is this crap? Why did they even do this? Why did they come out with this? And they're boom, they're done. That's it. We analyze, we take stock, we keep looking at the problem, and we keep trying to figure out how we as fans can fix it. Guess what? We as fans can't fix it. I read something the other day that said Star Wars will always be an open wound in the fandom. It all comes down to whether or not you're going to pick at it or not. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't look at it. Let it heal. Because if you keep picking at it, that wound from The Last Jedi isn't ever going to heal. And you're just going to put that off on other people. Dave G. Sound, Loki, send you a song link after the stream. The things I done wrong. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Loki, don't sweat the small shit that is past. I had to learn that the hard way. As you said earlier, YouTube is always about moving forward. It is. It's not about obsessing over what you've done. It's about looking at what you need to do. I am extremely lucky. And I know that because I can talk about what I want. I can come on the show in the morning. I can talk to you guys about how I feel about something. I can impart knowledge. I can do what I do every morning. And I am so lucky that I can do that. I am so lucky and blessed that I can pick my topic. I don't have to go along with what everybody else is doing. I don't have to obsess over one thing. If I want to talk about Amber Heard one day, I can do that. If I want to talk about Johnny Depp, I can do that. If I want to talk about The Last Jedi, I could do that. If I want to talk about Star Trek, Star Wars, The Orville, Stranger Things, whatever, I can come on the show and I can do that. I don't have to chase a rabbit. And a lot of YouTubers feel like they're always chasing a rabbit. That rabbit is always out of reach. They're always chasing. They never get to rest. They never get to relax. They're always chasing the next big thing. Well, guess what? Loki is happy where Loki is. Loki is not in a rush to have 10,000 subscribers. Loki doesn't want 20,000 subscribers tomorrow. I don't know what I'd do with 20,000 subscribers tomorrow. You guys are what makes the show great. Thank you for being here, Saggy. Seriously. Thank you for hopping in. As of late, there are a whole bunch of movies or shows I've only seen once because of how bad they are. Star Wars 8 and 9, Solo, seen once. All their Star Wars movies I've seen several times. It is something we've been calling disposable entertainment, John Yee. And that is, after you've seen it, you can throw it in the trash because you're never going to watch it again. I don't know why Hollywood is in this. Well, just we'd see it once. As long as we can get them in the seats to see it once, we've done a great job. No, you haven't. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of movies and TV from the 80s, from the 90s, from the 2000s that I can watch over and over and over again. That's so good that I can't wait till the next time I watch it. I am on the last Blu-ray disc of TNG. I'm on the last disc. That's all I've got left. And I've watched TNG again all the way through. Why? And I want to say there's some stinkers in TNG. There are, but none of it is the dreck that we're getting from CBS and Kurtzman. But I can talk about what I want to talk about. I can give you guys my opinion on everything that I care about. And one of those things I care about is each and every one of you. I couldn't do this without you. I couldn't. Tremors tonight on Pops' channel. We're going to have a Tremors review party. It's going to be absolutely great. I watched it yesterday. I'm going to watch it again today. See if I can pick up anything I've ever missed. I can't wait to talk about it. Can't wait to hang out with him and Ironcaster. I missed last week, which really stunk because I had a whole bunch of pictures and video of the office and my collections and fun stuff. So every time Diana Troy cries, I skip the episode. Yeah. Andy Masterson, I got me an idea. Good. Idea. Remember that one, Mexican Iron Man. It's called idea. Like deer. Anyway, McKinney draws with $10 super chat. You can't spend your time chasing the rabbit because you start losing why you wanted to make content in the first place. Absolutely correct. The quality of your content and your personal enjoyment in making it matters. What you are doing and why you are doing it, and thank you, McKinney, is absolutely positively 1,000% important. If you're not enjoying yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? To make money? To make money? I had a guy who got 5,000 clicks on a video. Maybe it's 10,000. I don't know. 5,000, 10,000 clicks on a video. Do you know what he made for that video? He made 56 cents. That's what he made. 56 cents. If you are here because you want to make money, you're in the wrong business. It's just a fact. You're in the wrong business if that's all you care about. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, Fat Steven Seagal. Shut the fuck up, fat boy. I love you, Steven. I really do. Everybody else, oh my God, Loki, that was so mean. I love him, and he knows it. Little fucker. Friendship is money. Friendship is friendship. YouTube isn't going to make you rich. But what about Geeks and Gamers? And what about Nerdrotic? And what about Doomcock? And what about this? Here's the thing. A lot of people don't know what they've got until they lose it. But the people that do know what they have, the people that do know what it's all about, they throw parties in Dallas and Vegas. They come out and hang out and spend time with the people that have supported them and been there for them. You're not paying anything to go to the FNT meetup, well, except for gas and time. You're not paying to get in. You're not paying to be there. They're there for you. They're giving away merchandise. They're giving away their time. They're giving away them. They're there for you. Everything that has come my way since I started this, I've done my absolute best to give back. Whether that is time, whether that is friendship, whether that is whatever I've done, donations, rallies for the community, GoFundMes to try and help people, matching Mary for the charity last year. Everything that's come my way, I've tried to give back as much as I can. And that's all you can do at the end of the day. So, guys, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning. I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything. All I can do is tell you what I went through, the way I see it, and how I got to where I am. But thank you for caring enough to listen. I never thought I'd be doing Wednesday live streams about YouTube and my experience in YouTube. So thank you guys. And even you, Flora. Thank you. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Take care, everybody. Have a great Wednesday. And Lady Mist, excellent show this morning, Loki. Thank you so much. Lady Mist. Thank you. Take care, everybody.
hammer that notification bell.